Hey guys, Engineer Wannabe here, and today we are finally gonna be finishing off my review of the SBGA211G, the Grand Seiko Snowflake, the iconic flagship model. It's obviously not the most expensive model Grand Seiko has, but it is the model everyone thinks of when you hear Grand Seiko. You think of a snowflake. So this is my experience with it. I've had it for about 3.5 months, and it's been a bit of a roller coaster. I definitely love this watch. I'm gonna try and keep it objective because this is a review. But once I'm done with the review, maybe I'll put out a video talking about my subjective experience with it. So let's get down to it. This watch has a 41 millimeter diameter. It's 12.5 millimeters thick, and I'd say it's about 48.5 to 49 millimeters lug to lug. But the lugs turn down beautifully. I have a pretty small wrist, a 6.25 inch wrist, and I find that the lugs wrap around my wrist really well, and it's more wearable, more so than a regular 49 millimeter lug to lug watch would be. So it's a very pleasing watch to wear. It's incredibly comfortable because it's so lightweight. It's made out of titanium, so I find it's easy to put on. The way the metal feels is really pleasing to me. It is lightweight, and some people won't like that, but it is very, very pleasing for me to wear. I like how the metal feels. The watch has a really impressive movement. It's a spring drive movement known as the 9R65. It is very nicely decorated, and it is brutally accurate. The longest I wore it in one stretch was around 3 weeks, and I hadn't even lost 1 second during that entire time. So amazing accuracy, and well beyond its rated accuracy. Its rated accuracy is plus or minus 15 seconds per month, and I was nearing minus 1 second per month. So amazing accuracy, and it definitely is one of those watches where if you don't want to be fussed with setting your watch every once in a while, adjusting your time, if you want one watch, and this I would say is the watch to own. It has that cliche soul that people talk about, I would say, that mechanical watches have. But it is regulated by quartz movement, and I think that's really the best of both worlds. And I hear some people say that it's a quartz watch, and it really isn't. It isn't a quartz watch. It's firstly a mechanical watch, I would say, and I would liken it to there being a second clock, a second timekeeping device inside that slows down the hands or speeds up the hands, or allows the hands to go faster, regulate it. So it's first and foremost a mechanical watch, and there's a quartz watch that slows or speeds it up, allows it to go faster. At least that's my impression of it. So I would say it's a mechanical watch first, but we went off on a bit of a tangent there. It's a really great watch. I mean, if you take a look at that dial, oh man, it is beautiful. It is so beautiful, and I really like the power reserve. One reason I think is that it goes so well with the dial. To me, it looks like a tire tread, like a tire in fresh snow, a car that was parked and there was a snowstorm and then that car pulled away. That kind of is what that power reserve looks like, and I really like that, even though it's asymmetric and it kind of messes with the balance. But I think it's part of the charm, and it's one of the best watches you can buy. It's one of the best watches money can buy. And now there are downsides to it. The titanium is softer. It's a softer metal. When I bought the watch, I thought it was DiaShield coated, but I don't think it is. I can't find any documentation saying that it is DiaShield coated. So there's no protective coating on the titanium, meaning it can scratch pretty easily, and there's a fair bit of wear in only 3 months. And I'm not used to this level of wear on a watch, considering this is my first titanium watch that I've owned. and I was shocked at one night I pulled it out and I was inspecting it, and I was shocked at its wear. It looked like a 2-3 year old watch. Everything about the watch was fantastic, but when you really look into it, when you really zoom in and look at the watch, you can tell that it's been scuffed up. So we're getting into a subjective point, but just note that this watch scratches. It's a scratchable watch. And another bad thing, I suppose, not really a bad thing, but winding this watch is a little unnerving. It's a little eerie to wind up this watch. It has a harsh screech. You're basically turning a motor. I was always told not to turn motors. It's not good for the life of the motor. So manually turning a motor is not good. And it feels like that's what you're doing here. And so that's, again, we're getting into subjective stuff here, but I really don't like manually winding this watch. I'm really picking at nits here. This is a wonderful watch. Unfortunately, it might not be the watch for me, but again, that will be a separate video. So thank you guys for watching. This has been a midterm review of the Grand Seiko SBGA211G, the famed Snowflake. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.